Hello everybody, welcome back to Jared Opens a Box here on Jared Takes the L, the final Jared Opens a Box of June, if you guys can believe it. I certainly can't. This year is going by like crazy, but I am going to be finishing off this month with a really cool video, one that I have been looking forward to for a very, very long time. So we are going to have, we have 5 pops for you guys today. We're actually going to be starting with the biggest one. I know normally we tend to save that for last, but not today. We're switching things up. But we also have an exclusive as well. We're looking at some more Sonic the Hedgehog pops, which we've been getting a lot of those recently. There was a time where we really weren't getting any, and now they are putting them out nearly every couple of months. So, fine by me. I love Sonic, so I think this is awesome. But yeah, we have some really cool characters here today. We are going to get started with our first one, which, like I said, is definitely the biggest one. We have Big, no pun intended. This is Pop Games number 1058. Of course, this is a 6-inch pop, or Pop Super, I think is what they've been calling it recently. There is the side of the box, back of the box, kind of showing off some of the other characters you guys are going to see, and then the other side. But yeah, I think it's super cool that they made Big the Cat. I mean, he's becoming a little bit more popular recently. He was in Sonic Frontiers. I think he was in the most recent Sonic TV show that came out. Alright, so here is Big. And actually this one is pretty good. It came out looking really, really good. The Funko eyes actually fit Big pretty well, so I think that's cool. They got the colors and everything down. They, of course, did give him Froggy. Froggy is sitting on his head. And of course he has the fishing pole. I don't think there's ever been an appearance where he hasn't had that in some capacity. They did a really good job. They even had gave him little spikes too, you know, just like Sonic. And the tail, of course. He has a little belt on as well. I think, oh, of course, the shoes. He has got little like sandals. But yeah, I think they actually did a really good job with this one. I mean, this is really cool. I'm glad they made it a 6-inch pop. I don't think this would have worked as a normal, 4-inch one. So I'm really glad that they actually did that with this. I think it looks outstanding. They really did a good job with this one. They even gave him the nose and the little frown that he always has. I just think they did such a good job. Great, great figure for the Sonic collection. Now, our next one, we actually saw this just last year. It was a part of a 2-pack that was a GameStop exclusive, but they decided to also release it as a single, I guess. So we have Rouge. Yeah, this was with the 2-pack with Knuckles that we reviewed last July, actually. So this is Pop Games 1057. There is the side of the box, back of the box, and the other side. Another Sonic character who's been becoming pretty popular. Rouge actually has been kind of being featured like in the main cast. Like, she was in the main cast of Sonic Prime. She was in the main cast of the Sonic Dream Team game. She's just been becoming a little bit more popular, I guess, one of the more main characters. But here is Rouge. This is a very similar one to the one that we have already seen before. Again, they didn't really change much with this one as opposed to the other one. She has the same outfit on that she had on in the other one, the traditional black, white, and pink outfit. And then they got everything else down. It would have been kind of hard for them to screw this up since they literally just made this one last year. But, I had to complete the set. I had to complete the wave. So that's why I got this one. And the pose that Rouge is in, I think is based on one of the artworks of her. I think it's from one of the games. I'm trying to think, was it Sonic 06 or something? I'm trying to remember which one it was. But it looks very familiar. I feel like they just based it on that. But yeah, so there's Rouge. I think they did a good job. Got the little bat wings. Eyelashes, I don't know, eyelids, whatever else there is. Like I said, it's not terribly different from the first one. Oh, I think it had a base too. Yeah, it did. There we go. It had a base. Alright, our next one, speaking of Knuckles, actually, since we just talked about him, they did make another one, but this one is slightly different. I think it's actually really cool that they made this one. This one is Treasure Hunter Knuckles. So one of the, I want to say this actually originated from one of the older Sonic cartoons. Well, they have brought him back in some of the more recent games, like as like a skin for Knuckles. But this one's really cool. I thought this was crazy that they actually made this. It is Pop Games number 1055. There is the side of the box, back of the box, and the other side. Let's go ahead and open this one up and see how it looks. Oh, this one's really cool. So here we go, another Knuckles pop after he went from having pretty much none to now having, I think, 3 in this last year. Knuckles looks really, really cool here. He has gloves on. No, not, well, I guess normally he does have gloves. Normally they're white. These ones are like almost like a black leather. He also has this awesome cowboy hat on with the, what looks like the springs from the original Sonic games on the hat. I like the jacket. He does have a jacket. He does have some rope here as well, and he does have these awesome boots, which are very similar to his normal shoes, but obviously just a brown and tan color as opposed to the, yellow and green with a little bit of red. But yeah, this one is really, really cool. I like this pop a lot. They gave him a little bag too. I just noticed that. So obviously treasure hunting. But yeah, there is Treasure Hunter Knuckles. I think they did a really good job with this one. Not much else to say, but I really like it. I think this is probably my favorite Knuckles pop that they've made so far. I don't know if they're making any more anytime soon, but anyways, time to move on to our next one. This one is a Pop Plus, which if you guys remember, I kind of introduced that last month with the Venom pop. And the Stitch, Gamer Stitch. But this one is one that I was really hoping they were going to make, and they did make it. So I'm really excited. And it also completes the Team Dark collection, because obviously they've already made Shadow. They've already made Rouge quite a few times now. So now we have Omega. E123 Omega, as he is normally called in the games. This is Pop Games, or I guess Pop Plus, but it's part of the games line. Number 1056. There is the side of the box, back of the box, and the other side. And as with the other Pop Pluses, it does kind of have that like shiny, whatever you want to call it, background on there. So let's go ahead and open this one up. This one is honestly really cool. Holy crap. Oh no! Wait! Oh, I can't believe this. This like never happens. We have a broken pop. His arm broke off. Oh. Honestly, I probably could have seen that coming. I think it's supposed to go like that, right? That's what it's supposed to look like. Unfortunately, it is broken. That's okay. I think I have some super glue. I could probably just glue it back on. But here's Omega, minus the arm. I do think it still looks really cool. Honestly, they did a great job. The Funko eyes, again, are very fitting for Omega, and they actually gave him the red colors. Which I know that was a whole thing with that Gengar pop and a couple of other ones. But Omega at least is correct. Lots of detail on this one. He does have like a little cannon here. He does have the Omega symbol on actually both of his shoulder pads. One's on the back, one's on the front. Everything else looks really cool. A lot of great details. It looks just like him. It's actually crazy how well they got this done. I just can't believe this broke off. But there's his arm, if you guys were curious. I do think this one is still probably one of my favorite Sonic pops, despite the missing arm. I don't think it really makes much of a difference because I can easily put that back on. But yeah, there is Omega. This one is incredible. I think they seriously nailed it. It looks just like him. Alright folks, it's time for our last pop of the video. Hopefully this one isn't broken either. I could totally see it being broken. But another Pop Plus, actually. This one is a Target exclusive. Technically, we have seen this character before, but it's pretty unique this time around, so let's take a look at it. We have Supersonic with Emeralds. So this is, like I said, Target exclusive. This is probably going to be one of the last times you guys are going to see these stickers, because Funko now has a new sticker that they use for everything, whether it's Funko exclusive or a retailer exclusive. They're all going to use the same one. So I'm not the biggest fan of that, but nonetheless, last time you guys are really going to see that Target sticker, probably. This is Pop Games number 1059. There is the side of the box, back of the box, and the other side. And again, it is a little shiny. So there's that for you guys. Let's go ahead and open this one up. Wow, this one is really cool. So here is Supersonic with Emeralds. Thankfully not broken. I was a little worried about this one, but it is okay. This one is flocked, as you guys saw. I think I already said that, maybe, I don't know. It is flocked, so the entirety of Supersonic does have that flocked texture. And he does have the 7 Chaos Emeralds circling behind him, just like in the original transformation of Supersonic in the classic Sonic games. So that is really, really cool. I love how they did this. Honestly, pretty impressive that they were able to do that. It does look like the only way, and it's so flimsy, but like the emerald is kind of connected down to his foot, and there's also one connected back here. So just be really careful, really careful. That's all I can say. Because I really wouldn't want to see this one break. I think it's awesome. They did such a good job with it. They even gave it the little like sparkles and stuff. That is such a cool detail. This one, actually probably a good candidate for Pop of the Year, no doubt in my mind. I think they absolutely nailed it. It looks so freaking cool. And of course they have all of the emeralds too. There's all 7 emeralds. Because when you're looking at it in the box and stuff, it looks like there's only 6. But of course the 7th one is back here, so it's all good. Alright guys, well this is easily one of the best waves of Sonic Pops I think we've ever seen. They are all so good. Like, they seriously all are so accurate. They are great. I'm giving them all 10 out of 10, no doubt. I think every single one of them is just really good and is really showing me that the Sonic license is definitely in good hands with Funko, because these look phenomenal. But yeah, let me know down below which of these are your favorite. I'll go through them again just one more time for you. We have Big. We have, oh, maybe I'm just knocking everything over. We have Rouge. We have Treasure Hunter Knuckles. We have Omega with his missing arm. And we have Supersonic with Emeralds. So let me know down below which of these are your favorite, guys. And then when we come back in July, we're going to be kicking things off with yet another Pokemon episode. I almost poked myself in the eye. I don't know how I did that. But another Pokemon episode. That will be it probably for a couple months, though. But that will be taking place at the beginning of the month. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.